gonna be wearing this until dawn. What do you guys think? Even just my hair now that I just sloppily. Hello guys, today's going to be a holiday party vlog. I think this is my third year doing it and I've been enjoying them. I can't do Vlogmas, that's way too much for me, especially this year. Maybe one day I'll do it. Maybe next year. I feel like next year will be my year. It's going to be my year. It's going to be your year as well if you've had a tough 2023. I'm wishing that for the both of us. So as you guys can see, put the eye patches on. That means it's serious business. These are from e.l.f. Tinted. I also used it in my previous tutorial as well for the cool tone makeup look. I still love that look. I need to wear that look out. I just have nowhere to go. Besides today, I am doing something, but I didn't really want to go for that look with the outfit that I'm wearing today. Starting off with a mist. This one is from Peach Slices, the Oil Control Bouncing Mist. Since I've been using Tretinoin for the last 4 months now, definitely seen a huge improvement, but now I just ran out of it, so I need to see my dermatologist, and I think I'm seeing him next week because I moved it up a month. I need more of that ASAP, even though my skin is actually doing really well. I haven't seen it look this good since September, honestly. It's a little bit red because I was touching it like right here between the brows. That's okay, even though we shouldn't be, but we do it anyway sometimes. So I'm gonna go in with the Peach and Lily Glass Skin Refining Serum. This has been so good to me. And then on the lips, I put the Summer Fridays Lip Butter Balm in their newest one in Mint. But this serum has been so good to me. No matter if I'm having a good skin day or a bad skin day, which has been most days, it's just so gentle. And because that tretinoin is so incredibly dry, my husband literally has to tell me, and it's always at night after dinner, stop touching your face. Am I gonna have to put mittens on you? Which is so real. It kind of reminds me, I'm gonna assume because I never got chickenpox as a kid, but my mom did. What you have to do with kids whenever they get chickenpox, you have to put like mittens on them. That's what he says, and then I immediately stop. So I'm like, no, I don't want them. Don't mind all the swatches. I was trying to figure out my makeup look. Since I'm wearing a red bow in my hair most likely, unless I'm going to do a complete 180 and make bow earrings. I don't know if you guys saw that viral video. I kind of want to make my own version of that. This girl had like tiny little hoops, like teeny tiny, and she put ribbon and made like these cute little bows. I want mine to have more of like the tail of the bow part to hang and look a little more dramatic. I thought it was so adorable, but can I do that in the next couple of hours? Maybe. But I'm also filming this, so we'll see. But I do have a cute bow that I bought ahead of time for my hair, so I think I'm going to do either or, but not both, because that might be a little too much. I've been seeing bows so much, especially this year of 2023. I started seeing it in 2022, but it's just like an explosion of bows. I'm loving it. I'm obsessed with it. I put bows on my dogs. I just recently got these tiny little bows for Boo and Bungie. On Bungie, you can actually see it because of her fur type. On Boo, it kind of looks a little funny because of her long hair. It just gets lost in the sauce. If you guys follow my dog's Instagram, I put both of them up there on their recent stories. I put the bows on. It was just so adorable. There's a short video that I want to create with specifically Bungie. So that's the reason why I bought the bows. I lost my train of thought and it had to do with bows. But I want to do a video with her. Oh, here we go. Agility class. We call it gymnastics because it reminds me of that when I was a child. I want her to wear bows when we compete. I don't know when we're going to compete. Maybe later this year? Post-wedding? We'll see. I would love for her and I to wear matching bows. Anthony thinks we might not be able to do that, but I would love that. I think it's just so cute. I'm a feminine girl. Bungie's very feminine. I think Bungie looks so incredibly feminine because of her long ears, because we keep her lashes long and natural, that she just naturally looks so feminine and just so beautiful. Anywho, you can tell I'm obsessed with bows, already thinking about what I want to do in the future. We're seeing it all over Christmas trees. I bought ribbon for my Christmas tree, and so I could do that as well. It might be a little too much for this year. I might try it next year. So what I just put on is the Peach and Lily Matcha Pudding Antioxidant Cream. I love this one too. They pair very nicely. I feel like Peach and Lily, they can't do anything wrong. I haven't found a product that I don't like. So for their Peach Slices one, which is less expensive, their mist, at least this mist is just okay. Primarily because of the actual nozzle. I like the glass skin one a little more because it feels more like a mist. Where this, I can't do a full pump. I have to do like a half so it doesn't feel like it's just squirting at me. Either way, it's been great just for like prepping your skin. I just pulled you guys in a little bit closer So I'm gonna add a little bit of oil. This is not for hydration, kind of keep that in mind. This is the honey infused face oil. I use 2 drops. Also, I love how these are just slowly sliding down. I made a mark, honestly, I think on both of them from my nails because I've been growing them out since Thanksgiving, purposefully for today and just over the holidays. And they look nice, but man oh man, do they annoy me. I might be over them after today. We'll see if I could keep going until New Year's. I also like to put a little bit of oil. I'm hoping that you guys can't hear the, what do you call it? Is it a jackhammer? No, because it would be a lot louder. But they're doing some stuff on the road and I haven't been able to film because of it. Today's pretty minor and I think it's because it's their last day, but the water has been shut off the last couple of days. And then of course that affects my filming as well. This is a little more delayed. I would have liked it to come out at least the beginning of the week. I also like putting face oil on my ears because I tend to neglect them where my ear meets the side of my face. Okay. I don't know if you guys have ever noticed this or on other people. Does your earlobe connect to your ear? Or does it not? Or does it have like a little spacing right here? Do you know that about yourself? Or maybe any of your friends or families? I don't really notice it, but when did I read an article or watch a video, something a while ago, I noticed that and I was like, oh, what do I have? And then I was like, oh, what does Anthony have? I've been seeing this eye look all over Pinterest. I love it. It's very simple. I think the only thing I'm going to change is make my liner a little bit longer going out. Besides that, I love it. Not going to do the mascara on the lower lashes, although it looks really good. She just looks like a doll. That's the direction that I'm going in. So we're gonna do the eyes first. Oh, I never told you guys, but the nail polish, I did this yesterday because in one of my past videos, a hack that one of you mentioned is to do your nails like a day or 2 before. Great idea. I actually did it. Both my toes as well, even though no one's gonna be looking at my toes. But I am wearing Essie in imported Bubbly. This was a nail polish that I was considering for my first ceremony last June. And then I don't think I even went with that because then I got my nails professionally done. Eyeshadow primer, a must. I'm not getting home until 1 o'clock in the morning. I wasn't sure if I was gonna be up for it. There's just a wash of color on the eyelids. Very subtle. I wouldn't even say it's bronzer. It's like a half a shade to a shade darker than this person's skin tone. I think I'm gonna go in with an Alicia palette. So this video I am filming, it was supposed to be filmed yesterday, but because of all that noise, didn't get to happen. So I'm filming this video tomorrow. So you're gonna be seeing some Alicia products just because it's top of mind. Sadly, this one broke. So I'm going to do a mix of the 2 mattes at the top. So I feel like the one in the middle is too light on me, although we can try. I'm pretty positive it's a little too light. And I'm just gonna put it all over. Do you see anything? Let's do a mixture. There we go. You're getting a little something. As you guys might have noticed, when I apply eyeshadow, especially if it's a little more glam, I tend to go out like that way. Sometimes a little bit up, but I never go high. And the main reason is because at least with monolids, the higher I go, the silly it tends to look. Unless you're doing it for more of like an artistic, editorial way, then totally do that because I do that as well. But usually for me, I have more space going this way. If you have the eyelid space, then you don't necessarily have to do that. And then I can always clean that up. It kind of gives me that cold girl look, but not so much of the blush, you know, the nose, the cheeks, that pinky hue, and just a little more glam. I did this side off camera just to get a good hang of it and what I was trying to achieve because I was like going through all of my glittery sparkly products, which is so much fun to do. So first I went in with the Moira Beauty Starshow Shadow Pot. Now this can look very opaque and champagne and I didn't want it to look like that, so I used a brush and really focusing it right here. And then over that, I went in with the same Alicia palette. Oh, I don't even think I told you guys which one this one is. This is number 2, olive brown. I'm gonna go in with this one. And this one I'm actually gonna use my finger. It doesn't really have a base color. Ooh, this is so pretty. Getting me excited for the holidays. The part that really adds the drama is the inner corner, and I'm trying to get it right. I have a couple products that are going to give a similar effect, but before I do that, I wanna put on my foundation and concealer because I do need to conceal right here. So let's go and do that first. I'm actually going to use a newer primer. This one is from Youthforia. It's called the Pregame Daily Protective Primer. I've used this for a couple weeks now. It's been really good to me, especially my forehead. I like how lightweight it feels. Since I was touching my face, I gotta add some color corrector. So today is also my birthday, December 14th. Is anyone else a Sagittarius baby? I'm not someone who really does too much for my birthday, but I'm excited to dress up. That is one thing that I love to do for my birthday or just the weekend since my birthday landed on Thursday. I love dressing up, hair, makeup, clothes, just going out to eat, doing something, just being more out and about. Always really enjoyed that. This has been my Ride or Die foundation, the Haus Labs one. It's just so good. I keep saying it to you guys. You're probably sick of hearing it. I'm hoping it's still gonna work now that I'm lighter. And it's been working so well ever since my skin has been breaking out. Although I haven't used it too much this fall and winter. I think I've only used it a few times. I think I could still make this work. And then I've been doing this trick where I use a spray for my sponge. This is also from Youthforia Pregame Skin Moisturizing Setting Spray. Now this is moisturizing, which is why I like to use it for this step. Not so much for setting the skin, but more so for the layering aspect. And as you can see, it just looks like skin and it wears beautifully. Probably gonna wear this when I go into the city again this weekend. December is always such a busy month for many of us, whether it's the parties that you're attending, whether it's the gifts that you're giving. Even when I worked in the fashion industry, December, honestly, from New York Fashion Week on, hectic. That was like my busy part of the year. And then January, slower. But then if you participate in like Paris Fashion Week, Milan, then it gets hectic again. But mine was New York Fashion Week and I've done like Miami in the past. I am going to do a little more concealing with the Ilia True Skin Serum Concealer. And then the best brush in the entire world, the Rare Beauty one. I think it's the concealer one. Perfect size. And also it just doesn't lift too much of the concealer. I'm deciding, and I'm literally thinking about it now as I'm doing all this. Usually a lot of brands will have pop-ups this time of year, and Gisou, the hair brand, is having a pop-up. They just announced it maybe last week, and I've been to one of theirs back in 2018 or 2019. I was at this kind of like hot dog stand type of thing. It was really cool, and they're doing one this year. Kind of want to go. It's not too far from Penn Station, but I would have to take the subway. It's more so deciding, do I want to do that knowing what I'll be wearing? Although I will be covered up with a winter jacket. Should I do that? No, they're going to be there this whole weekend. I could potentially go on Saturday. Should I do it? Should I not? By the time you guys see this video, I would have done it already or not do it. I would love to see it. And since it's my birthday, it's like an excuse to go. But I would be going by myself. Do any of you guys live in the city? Like New York? I should check my demographic. If any of you guys live in the city, we should like meet up or do something. Like those are the type of events where I'm like, wow, I really wish I knew more people or people that were into that type of thing. Because I have friends in the city, they're just not into that. That will determine if I take an earlier train or not. I love this e.l.f. sponge because I could really fix that. I've been using this so much, but the Milk Makeup contour stick, it's just small and compact, creamy, buildable. I love my Patrick Ta one as well, but this one, I like the packaging a little bit more for traveling. One thing I'm glad that we're not doing is traveling as far as like to a different state, because usually we do that for December. We go to Florida and see Anthony's family, an extended family, but I think that would have been a little too much for me this year. You know, seeing my friends every now and then, people here and there, that's fine, but from a larger group, I think it just would have been too much. So grateful for that, since it was going to happen that way anyway, and it just kind of worked in our favor. I'm gonna add just a little bit of bronzer, going in with the Makeup Revolution one. I feel like I'm just using all of my yearly favorites now that I'm thinking about it. Well, there's gonna be no surprise. Well, there shouldn't be a surprise in those videos. That's what I've been doing this whole entire video so far, using yearly favorites. Well, that's okay. We'll create a different look for that, okay? Should I go in with Pound Cake? Pound Cake has been very good to me. Also, this one, Haus Labs. Both have been really great. Maybe I'll do a little bit of a combo. Under the eyes, rest of the face. Oh, what am I doing for blush before I set all of this? I think I'm gonna go in with Whisper, because I don't think it's going to be too pinky for me. I do remember it being on the lighter side, so I'm probably gonna add a few layers. Pretty, it's giving me that flush of color that I'm looking for. but I don't want it to compete with the red lips. I'm going a little bit heavier, knowing that I'm going to set all of this with powder. Now we can get on to the setting of the skin. So going in, first I'm going to start off with the Givenchy one. Before I keep going, because I just realized I was only going to use this for under the eyes. Whoops. Making sure I just set that area right there, because that's where we're going to apply the glitter. Now we're going to go in with the pound cake one. Again, I just gently pat. Let's do brows next. I've been really liking this combo from my last tutorial. So going in with all Refi products, starting with the brow sculpt, I always like to take a decent amount of it off. Then you avoid getting too much of it on and having to comb it out. And then to the brow tint, and then to the pencil. The holidays this year are just different. I think each year will get a little bit easier for me. But I will say what makes it a little more exciting is because of my dogs. And I can only assume that that's how people feel with kids. But of course, on a whole other level. Let's wipe this. I'm like nervous to do the glitter since I didn't practice this look. Like the inner corner area. I think you can still see the blush, so I think I'll keep it like that and not add any more. I've been experimenting with a lot. I think some of these I might end up using for a New Year's Eve look, like this palette that I just got. It had a lot of great reviews. It's from Nabla. Really pretty. Love the packaging, how it's see-through. So these are dry glitters, and when I just swatched one of them, it doesn't seem like you need a glitter glue or anything. That's why you guys didn't see me wear one. I think even in the reviews people are like, you don't need one, which I always prefer that. I'm using another Unleasha palette, all a glitter. My number one, my first baby. Going in with this one on the left. Did a little bit on this side, but again, I'm going to be layering. I think what I was having trouble with is it's not like they're big chunks of glitter or anything. And I don't want it to pull green, because some of these colors, like that one, can pull green. One product that's not going to give you that look is this Jason Wu Beauty Celestial Lust Liquid Shadow. This one is going to look like that. I'm actually just gonna go and use this tiny little brush because I don't want a lot. I think this is it. So I need to connect it more, and then I also need to bring it down. This absolutely could have been a New Year's Eve look. So the makeup artist also put that matte shadow on the lower lash line. I'm just connecting it all the way to that glitter. I don't usually bring it this close. Usually I do like a halfway point. This time I'm going to be using my favorite liner. Sometimes this can get dry if you haven't used it in a while, like me. So what you can do is just sharpen it, and it's kind of like starting all over because you're getting rid of that first layer. This person has a really small wing, and although I like how thin it is, I want mine to go out further. I'm gonna go and use that same liner that I used in my previous tutorial because it just works so well. It's from Absolute New York. Insanely black micro angle. Again, teeny tiny. If you always have problems with getting a really small wing, like no matter what you do, your liner just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger, try this one out. I had to do that part off camera because it gets me so nervous, and again, you can tell I had to make the tiniest little wing. I'm definitely going to start off with the long curly in black, give that extension look. So I have individual lashes, which would look really pretty. Maybe I'll try them out today because I would like that look. My problem with them is that I can't make them stay. I feel like they're always moving. Maybe I'll try using tweezers instead, because I don't want to add too much drama with the lashes, but I do want more lashes towards the back. Right here, maybe like 2 or 3 clusters. So I recently discovered that Celsius, the drink, works for me. In the past, anything with caffeine, I didn't see too much of an effect, but the Celsius, it worked. It wasn't like a jolt of energy, but I was able to have just a little more energy than usual. And I think I'll be using that tonight and definitely this weekend. And I like how Celsius, I've only tried one flavor, mind you, and I've only done it maybe 2-3 times. It's not too sweet. That's my problem with energy drinks these days. They are so sweet. It's like I'm drinking liquid candy, and it's too much for me. Like Anthony loves to drink them all the time. He tries to only have it every other day so he doesn't get addicted. But the ones he gets, it's the Ghost brand. So it's like really colorful, red, green, yellow, and I think blue. They have some interesting flavors and they partner with other cool brands. I just find all of them to be way too sweet. And Celsius, it's sweet, but it's not that sweet that I'm drinking liquid candy. So if you need an alternative that's not as sweet, I would recommend that. And if you have any in mind, let me know down below because I'm curious. I don't have any individual lashes, at least that I can find at the top of my drawer. I'm gonna go in with the Eco Lashes Ardell. I reviewed these for you guys a while back, but I'm gonna turn them into individual lashes because I like how light they look. But I think I'm gonna have to use something in the middle. I cut them. I'm gonna go in with these teeny tiny tweezers that I never use. Oh, I'm sorry guys. This is not the best demonstration. Oh, there we go, there we go. But I do think I need maybe 2 more clusters. All right, let's do it again. There we go. I think I'm okay with just 2. I will have to blend that with the liner, but I think that looks good. It just gives a little more fullness. So now going in with the Youthforia spray again. I put powder up here. And sometimes it could just look a little bit powdery, but at the same time I need it so it doesn't move. I like this one, which is the Maybelline Superstay Vinyl Ink, because it does a really great job and it has a gloss to it. I would say out of all of them, it just lasts the longest. Like this one does not budge. It's a touch dark for what I'm looking for. I almost need it to be a little bit lighter than this. I could go in with this one, but this one's almost a little too bright of a red. Another great one, the NYX Shine Loud Rebel in red. It's almost like I need something in between these two. Now I feel like one of you guys are gonna say, combine both of them. I don't know, 2 different brands, 2 different formulas. Do I have time to experiment with a red lip? I don't know. I just want something that looks like skin, not too flashy because the eyes are doing all the talking today. So going in with this, say, liquid highlighter. Again, keeping the lips bare until I can make a decision. Bow earrings would look so cute in the ears. I can't stop thinking about it. I guess what I could do is I put on little baby hoops, then I go to a Michaels or something, although I was just out of Michaels the other day. Maybe I can find something because I don't want a bright red. And then to finish everything off, going in with the One Size Until Dawn. Literally, I'm gonna be wearing this until dawn. So, whew, the fragrance is that it is strong. That's the one thing I wish there was no fragrance. Okay, let me show you guys my outfit. I think I'm a little more excited for the outfit the most. It's a little dark in here since I'm using natural lighting, but I still feel like you could see me enough. But this is what the makeup looks like in natural lighting, if you were curious. So for the outfit, I guess what inspired me was a blazer. So I was looking for a vintage black velvet blazer that cinched me in the waist. So that was my first thing. And I was like, okay, I can build off of that. I want to be more covered up this year. So wearing a blazer. I wanted my legs to be a little more covered up because last year I wore a red dress, really beautiful, but I was definitely more self-aware and maybe a little self-conscious just because it was on the shorter side. So this year I was like, I just want to be more covered up. This, I believe I got it from Free People. And the reason why I did it this way is because I can wear this again this coming year for whether it's my bachelorette, a honeymoon, a cover-up. I could just wear this more often than compared to my dress from last year. So that's kind of how I was thinking of it. So I'm going to put this on. As you can tell, it is sheer, although I will be more covered up this year. I'm going to wear a bralette under this and then a slip skirt under this. And then with the blazer, it actually covers me even more. This is what it looks like. It's gonna be hard to tell when it's actually on me. And it has a high slit and it's essentially a maxi dress. Let me show you guys the blazer that I thrifted. But here's the thing, this one is more oversized, but it's longer. Oh wow, and it still has a tag on it. It has a little bit of shoulder padding. I like shoulder padding because it just gives that structure. And I think because I'm more petite, it doesn't look too overwhelming. It's honestly, it's very small. This is my first time seeing this blazer on me. Everything else I've tried to make sure it looks good. Oh yeah, this is quite big. Now, I am going to have a a belt to cinch it in. But I like how this one's longer. So I got 2 belts, both vintage as well. I realized this bow one, can you guys tell I love bows? It's a little too tight on me. I kind of knew that when I saw the sizing, but I was like, I'm just gonna do it anyway. Good thing I got another one. This is too tight with a jacket on. This one fits better and also just, you know, a little more fun. Oh boo, I see you all over me. This is why I don't wear black that often anymore. I used to wear black all the time. It doesn't look bad. I just think this size, I think I got a small in the blazer, just feels a little too big, even with the belt. I don't know, but I love how long it is. See how it's longer than my arms? That's kind of how I judge things. So from that perspective, I really like that. It's not a no, I just wish the blazer fit me a little bit better. I just have like too much fabric right here. Although I love a good pocket, but for something like this, I think there's just too much fabric right here. This is the length that I was hoping for with that blazer. Again, it's so hard when you shop secondhand how it's going to look. And this one, oh, it has pockets too. I think they're faux pockets. But this has more of a tailored look. You can already see without a belt, it just cinches me in. You see the length, how it's shorter? It could be maybe a few inches longer. But again, not bad. I'm wearing a slip under this, so it's not like it's inappropriate or anything. Just going back to my original plan, but always good to have a backup. I was going back and forth even with the slip. I got another one I can show you. Both of these slips I got on Amazon, but this one I felt that the lace was a bit too wide and I wanted something minimal because again, I have a slip and I want this slip to look very minimal because I tried on a white slip, specifically a dress like this one that I've had for a while. It was just a little too opaque because I want it to look more sheer, and for it to look more sheer I had to find something closer to my skin tone. But what do you guys think? For accessories, this is the bow that I had in mind. Although now looking at this bow, I also got on Amazon. It looks a little uneven. There's another one, so let me look at that one first. And then I also got socks. I love the whole look of socks and heels, whether it's a Mary Jane or more of a platform heel. I did that for my save the date. Love that look, so I'm kind of doing something similar today. So these are my two sock options. I originally wanted these, and now looking at them and me wearing black, these are not black. These are charcoal, and you can really tell next to the black velvet. See what I mean? But I was looking for something sheer because I wanted my skin to peek through. So I might still keep these, or I could potentially dye them black. I feel like that should be something easy I could do. But I love the little lettuce hem, very delicate. I will say the one thing that is annoying about this, and it's hard to find something like this on Amazon. I had to get these through Free People, but there is a seam on the bottom of your foot, which is not the most comfortable. So I wouldn't necessarily recommend this unless you don't mind that. I'm glad I got another pair. These, which are black. Again, sheer. Although next to the velvet, yeah, it's still more black than these. See what I mean? This is pulling gray and almost like blue, where this more black. But this is so pretty because again, very festive and sheer. I'm currently wearing some black flats, which are really cute. If I didn't have to go into the city, stomping around, taking the subway, I love this look just with some flats. I think that's really cute. But these are brand new flats and I don't want to get them dirty and I don't want to get this dress dirty. Maybe if I would have hemmed this dress, I could wear these shoes, but when I wear heels, the length of this dress is actually a perfect length. So I'm not doing these. So I have these heels that I've had for a while. I really wanted Mary Jane heels, which I'm picking some up, but just in case they don't work out, I have those that I'll be wearing to the store. Can you see my feet? I don't have my contacts on, so I can't tell if you can see me or not. Just so we can get the overall feel. And then we have to figure out the hair. See, even just my hair now that I just sloppily, that I just kind of like put up, it's kind of cute. Maybe I can create something like this. I was originally planning to do a slick back look. Something like this would be pretty, just having my curtain bangs in the front. Should I be wearing red lipstick? So if I can do the DIY bows, which time this is significantly smaller on my ears, you know, or somewhere back here. But I do like the pop of red, and this is the kind of red that I'm looking for. See how it's not super punchy and bright, but it's also not too deep either. It's somewhere in between. Where could I get some ribbon? I was just at Michael's the other day and I didn't find any like really skinny ribbon, so I could potentially go to another Michael's, kind of see from there. I'm gonna have to take this blazer off because I can't do my hair when I'm restricted, but I should show you the jacket. This is a brand new jacket. I only know that because it has the tags. I might end up buying this if it looks good on me. Surprisingly, I don't have a solid black long jacket for fancier things like this. I always feel bad taking the tag off because then the other person doesn't get to have that experience of something brand new. I might end up buying this if I really like it. Although I have a blazer on, I'd have to try it with a sweater. I don't really like winter coats where I feel restricted when I'm wearing something heavy under it, because I just feel like a marshmallow. and I can't move my arms. And I kind of have that feeling right now, but I'm wondering if it's just because it's blazer, and it wouldn't be that with a sweater. This is how I look. Are these pockets real? Yeah, they are. I just gotta use a seam ripper to open them up. What do you guys think? I'm digging the hair up. If I could just, you know, make this look a little bit better. And I think with the bow earrings, I'll just make it a little more fun. Now that I can move better and I have my arms back, I'm gonna go in with the shark, but I'm using one of the curlers. Hopefully I got the right one. I'm still getting used to this thing, which is why I haven't created a video for you guys to see if it's worth it or not. But I want more volume, and I'm going to stuff this with a roller. Since my bangs are 2 days old, they're not as voluminous. And I don't want them to be too voluminous, but I don't want them to be sticking to the side of my face. So I just took the roller out, and see how much more volume it gave me. I also don't want it to look too perfect either. I think that's what when I did it in a messy way just kind of worked. Ooh, I feel like this is such a workout. And I made sure to use a new ponytail because I really need something tight in order for this to stay put. Anything, I can always go in with eyeshadow and fill the sides. Not a problem. Then taking the second ponytail and make the bun smaller, so take less hair. So then I have more of a tail. Then I have more hair going this way. Make the whole twist, twist. And then I'm just gonna pin the sides just to create that ideal shape. That little piece that I used, the elastic, it's sticking straight down, so I'm just gonna tuck it in. So because I have layers, this is what's happening. And although I want it to be messy, I don't know if I want that. So I'm gonna add a little bit of the Day styling cream, also right under, just to tidy it up a bit more. And then whatever I have on my fingers, I'm gonna put here just to add a little weight to the bangs. Now some hairspray. All right, I'm just gonna add some shadow off camera right here, and then this is the hair look. I do wanna add a little bit of the Gisou hair perfume. I don't have that much left. I think I ran out of regular perfume, so this has been my perfume as well. That was crazy, guys. In 1 hour, I went to the mall, got lipstick, I started putting it on. I had a feeling that they were gonna recommend the Sephora liquid lipstick, and this is a cool tone red. I don't know, but I'll have it linked down below. And then I really wanted this one. I know their liners are really good. I have one of them already. This one is One Size Lip Snatcher in red. So I have that, and it's pretty. But looking in the mirror, I just don't know if I love a cool tone red on me. I think that will look better with more a brighter red, which is this. And then, guys, I got the ribbon. I have like 10 minutes to figure this out. So I'm gonna do that real quick. I haven't had a chance to test it out since I just went from one store to the next. So I got the ribbon Michaels. It was the last one. Shoes, last size. I got a 7.5, which I'm usually a 7. But with the Mary Jane heel, for the most part, I'm gonna wear it with some sort of sock. So it worked in my favor, and they're also just more comfortable than the heels that I showed you guys. I realized throughout the years, I prefer a heel where there's a strap around my ankle or just higher up on my foot, so like right below the ankle. It just feels more secure, and if I ever have to run, God forbid I ever have to run, I just feel more secure where I'm like, all right, I can go really fast. I don't know, I like that red, but I don't know why I'm being so picky. I'm gonna have to try on that red again when I'm home and I have a little more time to play, but I'm going in with the liner. I'm gonna put on the one that I've already owned, which is the NYX Shine Loud, because I think I'm gonna like this red, at least for this look, a little more. Yeah, I think I like this red better. I think it just suits my skin tone better. And also, I don't know if I told you guys in the beginning of this video, you're on my water bottle. So I got this gift from Anthony's parents for my birthday, and I found it on Instagram, and then recently my friend sent it to me, and then it reminded me about it. So it's a water bottle called Ringo, and the top of it is a circle, looks like a ring, and that's how you can connect it to your phone. So if you have the MagSafe, it'll just automatically click. And it's so nice for things like this, and I'm trying to vlog on the go, which I don't typically do, but it's nice to have it. And then just like that, you're hooked.